kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his fourth NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Nice little juke. And another fine run there. This one good for 15. He's come out on a mission here to start this drive. Another first down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Eckler's long been one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he's now starting to get his due. 915 yards, a career best last season, with 13 touchdowns on the ground.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Herbert now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. A tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer, a 15-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pushing his way through. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Miami coming out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and a couple. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Tua going to throw. A window closed up there, and it's behind him and incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. On 1st and 10, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Seven, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 as they've got it as we resume action. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. Able to push his way through. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Once more, here's Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's Herbert now on second down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked this about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. It's Eckler again. Powerful running. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Catch made right side by Wilson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 6. Two and a throw again. Short throw hauled in by Croft. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. We'll swing to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 and now on first down. He'll hit Mostert again here. Calling a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. Outright caught by Chosen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From midfield, here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Broken tackle for Kelly. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Broken tackle. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets this up past the 30. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robbie Chosen. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a give running left is Eckler. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. That'll be caught by Hill.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Tua. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
What's the deal, y'all?
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So this this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball